We're kicking off this episode right at the Queensland border near Hell's Gate, deep in the Gulf country and still far from the crowds. The roads are rough, the rivers keep coming, and the landscapes just keep getting better. We camped in a stunning spot with a local croc keeping watch and barely saw another person along the way. From the edge of the territory to the green hills of the Atherton Tablelands, this is part 2 of our journey across the Savannah Way. So now that we're in the Sunshine State, the sun's out again.
The road's a lot better.
It's so smooth, it's great, it's perfect.
It's like a highway.
Yeah.
Better than the sealed highways in the NT.
Yeah, that's right. We got mud on the windscreen behind me. I should have jumped outside. Holy moly!
Oops, sorry Anna.
Well, it's a bit part bitumen right now, but there is some like little dips and the water claimed them. And so this one was really rough and suddenly there was water everywhere. Windscreen, it came in my window, in my face.
It was deeper than expected. I thought it was just going to be little puddles.
Yeah, me too.
We actually dipped in there pretty far.
Oh my lord.
At least we washed the windscreen again. I'm happy now.
Yeah, it's better. The mud's gone. What are you gonna do now, Hell's Gate.
Sunlight dances on the backroad as I wait for the
Alright, so we camped at this spot close to Hell's Gate. What was it, 2 years ago, Yele?
3 years ago.
3 years ago, with our friends Mary and Lily, who are now living in Perth. And we thought we'd come back for good measure and to reminisce on the good old times when we were young and carefree. So we'll go up to the rock and watch the sunset from there. Ready for a climb, Yele?
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I think that was the trickiest bit.
Will you stay with me and never leave? You walked into my life and I am glad you came, glad you came. When you're not around I've been broken, glad you came, glad you came. I was lost till I fell in your eyes, had me wondering why I feel like home. I hold you close so you're by my side till the end of time before we go. Will you stay with me, never leave? You walked into my life and I am glad you came.
It's raining! What a surprise! Patrick's
Welcome
hiding in
to
there.
the Sunshine State.
Yeah!
start.
Beautiful. Oh my god, and now it's storming. Maybe we should get the GoPro, Patrick. Oh my goodness. Wet season. Leichhardt Falls today, which is a free camp along the Savannah Way, along Highway 1, which looks beautiful. So it's about 250 kilometers. And yesterday we didn't even see one car on the road. Today we saw one, and this truck. Number 2.
Alright, so that was the turn off that we just missed to Lawnhill Gorge. There's a shortcut that way. We're not going to go to Lawnhill this time because they've actually closed the upper gorge with Lawnhill and we don't have a blow-up bed. But we will put in footage from last time we were there because it was absolutely amazing. If you have an air bed or something like that that you can float on, take it with you. Lawnhill is awesome. We'll pop some footage in, you can check it out.
Some locals told us to take a back road between Hell's Gate and Lawnhill, and it turned out to be an absolute gem. Remote and seriously scenic. It was a true adventure for our Sprinter van. Tucked away in the Gulf country of northwestern Queensland, Lawnhill feels like an oasis in the Outback. Towering red cliffs, crystal clear waters, and lush green palms make it one of the most unexpected places we've seen out here. We paddled through the gorge, hiked along the rim, and swam in turquoise water with some crocs. A true hidden gem in the middle of nowhere. Wild horses everywhere. Hello. Yeah, we got to a flowing creek, Patrick.
Yep, wash them all a bit. Ready?
He got me! What the fuck? I literally jumped up to save the camera, but Patrick.
So we are at the Burketown thermal spring This is actually an old bore. They drilled this back in the late 1800s because they wanted to use it, as Burketown was supposed to be a main cattle point, so they wanted to use this water to feed the cattle. The bore water eventually they found out wasn't good for anything else except for having cattle drink from it. Can't drink it, it's too hot really to bathe in, so yeah, the bore was so uncontrolled that they just let it bubble out, and it keeps bubbling out to this day. And all the minerals in the water, because it's so mineral rich, have actually created this mound. Check it out. So that just used to be a flat bore, and now there's this huge mound sitting here. Pretty cool. What do you think, Yele? Do you have a bath?
Oh yeah, right.
Think it's warm?
It's hot outside, so let's jump in hot water.
That is really hot.
So the road to Burketown from Hell's Gate was actually pretty good. We ended up inflating our tires again because it was all sealed. But now we're on the road after Burketown, and there's big parts of it washed away.
Got a tailwind, and pretty much our Mog's not using much fuel because our exhaust gas temperature is under 300, and it's usually like around 350, 400 when we're going at this speed. But with the wind behind us pushing us, it's just doing all the work for us pretty much.
Yeah, but before off to our camp spot. Track is so bumpy and a bit sandy as well. We get shaken around, but this is where it took us. We just found out there's a sneaky way in that's way easier. The road is literally right there, so if you don't follow the signs, you end up on this flat surface, and it's a lot easier than this bumpy,
it's just a bit
sandy
bumpier,
track.
but it's not all that, like, because on the way in, the whole track was just rutted out and like dug out, so it was just terrible. Like, the whole Mog was shaking back and forth, whereas like all we would have had to do is drive along this rock here, and we're at the back of the road, so we could have just done that. But oh well, you learn.
Part of the adventure, part of the adventure.
So now we're gonna find us a cool spot, eh?
Yeah. So the Mog's back there, and there's a massive storm rolling in.
Nothing gonna last forever, baby. Nothing gonna last forever.
After a peaceful night by the water, we packed up and rolled back onto the dirt. The road ahead was remote and bumpy, just the way we like it. With endless skies above and dust trailing behind us, we pushed further east, soaking up every moment of this Outback adventure.
Where are we?
In Normington.
Yeah, so we're visiting Chris the crocodile.
We're getting attacked by the
sprinklers.
sprinklers.
So Chris the crocodile is the largest actually authenticated crocodile ever shot. This is an accurate replica of how big this crocodile actually was. Check this out, 8.63 meters long.
Patrick, you're so small. Look at that. You fit in the mouth easily.
Could you imagine coming across a crocodile like this?
When it eats you, you wouldn't even see it. The belly is so big.
Yeah.
You put a
You could
cow
probably
in
just
there.
swallow you whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is obviously, this was shot back in the 50s and 60s. Yeah. And yeah, it was obviously one of those things. Back then you're allowed to shoot crocodiles. That's why their numbers were declining. And now they're protected. But they obviously haven't come back to this size yet. So, you know, biggest crocodiles you'll find in the wild around here will probably be around 6 meters. No more 8.63 meter crocs.
Huh. Who knows? It's probably hiding somewhere.
Yeah.
The drive from Normington to Kurumba might be short, but it feels like entering a different world. The red dirt slowly gives way to open skies and salty air as the Gulf comes into view. Out here, life moves at a slower pace, and that's exactly what we needed. After days in the dust, we'd made it to the sea, just in time for one last sunset over the ocean.
Alright everyone, we are in Kurumba. Kurumba is a pretty special place in Queensland because there's not many places in Queensland you can actually watch the sunset over the water. That's why we came here. We were here last time around and we wanted to come back and watch one of our last sunsets over the water because we're going obviously east this time, not west.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go for a wander, have a stroll, and then watch the sunset, maybe have a beer or not have a beer, we'll see, and enjoy the view. Oh, and if you haven't been here, there's also the Barramundi Discovery Center, which is pretty cool. They feed a bunch of barramundi and there's a whole bunch of signs to read if you're into that kind of thing.
Happy gloves.
Was war das mit der Tsunami ins Wasser?
another day of driving's ahead of us. Patrick's checking the oil at the moment. And it's probably gonna fill it up a bit. We've been checking it every single day just because we're driving long distance every day. He checked the portals as well and the breathers and everything. So just general maintenance on a more regular basis than usually when we don't drive as much. And we also put in our new starting cable. And because it's behind that wall, we had to get the wood filler and paint off where the screws go in. So we could take the whole panel off, and then under here, all the way back there and under the bed. So that's all done and working again, which is great. And now we're gonna hit the road. We'll only drive about 70 kilometers to Georgetown and go to the free swimming pool.
Interesting.
Look at that. To the swimming pool.
Got our token.
So
had
you
to
have
sign our life away pretty much.
You have to get that from the council office or the fuel station or info center, and then you have to check it in there to get in. So make sure you don't forget anything because you can't go out and in again.
Alright, let's see what happens. Ready?
Yeah. Quick, Patrick, quick. How good is this? This is so cool. Just like a free pool in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. With palm trees, sun sail. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's free. You can't complain. It's not a huge pool. It's only 25 meters, but I did my 1.5 kilometers. Yeah, they had a bit of a practice with her diving.
Yeah,
and did a couple of laps as well. Annoyed me while I was doing my laps. And yeah, it's awesome that they offer this kind of stuff out here.
Now
really,
we have
cool.
to drive another 230 kilometers to get to our tonight's destination, which is pretty cool as well.
We won't surprise. We'll leave it as a surprise. Thanks, Georgetown. See ya.
Pretty cool.
In the backwoods looking for ways out of a one-horse town. I found a 6-string ticket and jumped that westbound train. Now I only slowed down long enough to stand up on that stage. Cloud 9 is a cloud of dust for the next 1,000 miles.
So we remember this road being a little bit more adventurous because we did it 3 years ago in our Sprinter and it was pretty much single lane all the way through. And now most of it is 2 lanes, and we just saw the sign that they developed it 2022, so last year.
Ride the lightning, run on empty in the ring of fire. Rolling like the Mississippi, oh mama tried. But I got bad down to my bones, don't know where I'm gonna go, oh sweet child. I'm running wild, yeah, I'm running wild. Mama, I'm running wild, yeah, I'm running wild.
So just on the side of the road, they marked it as a day use area. There is a huge mango tree, a lone mango tree. But we're a bit early because we'll show you. Woo. Those mangoes are still tiny. So if you come here in a couple of months, there will be heaps of mangoes. Also, it is so hot. Our mog's running pretty hot at the moment. So we're just gonna give it a bit of rest. Just a couple of minutes. Hopefully it cools down a bit. About 20 minutes later and we're still at the mango tree, but we are kind of stuck because one of our drain plugs of the air tanks failed and it was leaking air after draining some oil. And we took it off, we took it apart, and we found out that one of the seals wasn't really wedged in anymore. It came out. And since we don't have a spare, which is not clever because that's one part that fails quite often, so get a spare. We're trying to fix the old part and then put it back in and hopefully it seals again. Otherwise we'll have to play with glues or knead it or something to get out of here because we're still quite remote, so wish us luck. And by the way, there are a million little wasps, like tiny wasps, probably out of the mango tree that attack us. I already have a swollen arm and now I'm protecting Patrick with mozzie spray because they don't like it. Ja.
Für die Abgase von Teichen.
Ja.
Ich drain halt nicht mein.
Looks back on. No hissing sound, so hopefully it's working. We made it to Mount Garnet fuel station. And how much is diesel?
205. Better than 238 or something we paid in Normington. So we're gonna fill up our tank and then off towards Cairns.
No, where's the next stop?
In at Hot Springs, we're gonna go for a nice warm bath.
But we're waiting for the sun to set because it's pretty warm still. How much is left, Patrick?
Probably 30 liters left, something like that. We'll
30 liters.
We'll see now.
We didn't use our spare tank from Normington to here, so we only used our main tank, so now we can actually calculate how much fuel we used. Alright, we've done 522 kilometers and we put about 130 liters in. So our average was 24.9 liters per 100 kilometers, which is good. We are pretty heavy and we had a headwind today as well. Moyo was fighting up and down the hills and then a headwind, so we're pretty happy with 24.9. And now let's go to the hot springs! Woo, Patrick!
Go for a swim.
As we wrap up this leg of our journey, we leave the Outback behind and head for the green heart of far north Queensland. The Atherton Tablelands are calling, with winding roads, misty forests, and more waterfalls than we can count. And somewhere along the way, something pretty special happens. We can't wait to share it with you and show you around one of our favorite areas.
This is not the end. I will go with you. Every turn and bend, I will take with you. You come to lift us up, bring in this new life, where you yourself reside with us.